Good morning, YouTube land. Didn't have the best of sleep last night. Kept waking up. It's too warm. And I cranked the AC. And then I got too cold and my throat started to dry out and bug me again. So I turned it off. I have a little bit of a cough. Good news is that Starbucks is right across the road. So we're gonna head to Starbucks and get a good cup of coffee, because that coffee is not the best in the hotel, and that's right where the bed bugs were. Right there. Bed bug central, just in that one room 101. I contacted bookings.com to notify them that. Tried to book online to order my food so I could just go pick it up right away. App's not working right now. I don't know, but yeah, I sent that to a bunch of friends. Some friends that travel too a lot, stay in a lot of hotels, and one checks, the other one never checks, and they're like, I'm gonna check for sure from now on. And same thing with Pavel. Pavel's like, we're definitely gonna check even more now, because he travels too a lot for ceremony and things like that. It's a beautiful day here. Got a late start, it's 10 o'clock. I'm glad I'm like right across the street from Starbucks. Breakfast was okay. Coffee was not good, watered down. But I don't expect much from hotels, right? Most of them do the bare minimum to save money, and that's okay. That's them. So we're gonna go into Starbucks now, grab ourselves a cup of coffee. Look at that hotel. These hotels. Nothing's wrong with the hotel, by the way. You can get bed bugs in the nicest hotels. Like the whole Shakopee situation. Their casino is really, really nice, right? Really high-end casino hotel. But it's up to the cleaning staff and if they're doing their jobs. If the cleaning staff is actually doing their jobs, they would have noticed that there was bed bugs a long time ago. But they obviously weren't doing their job, because they're bad. Really bad. Traffic's bad here too. Kind of smells like burning brakes for some reason. I'm just sniffing the air right now. Someone must have had their e-brake running or something, driving by. But don't think that the type of hotel you're staying at, you won't get them. So say if you're staying at a high-end, bougie, really fancy hotel that you won't have to check the beds, you'll get them there anyways too. Like I said, it's all on the cleaning staff, and obviously the cleaning staff there wasn't really doing their job the way they're supposed to be, right? They don't really take care of what they're doing. They don't enjoy what they're doing, because my mom works in a hotel and she enjoyed what she's doing, and she always spotted them. So yeah, it's all on your own perspective of the job you're doing. Because my mom caught bed bugs early before in her room, I believe, and ended up having to throw out a ton of their beds. So it's all on how you look at your job. So I'll pick you up in a little bit. First, get back to the room. And yesterday, when we were driving, I don't know where and what and how, but someone had loosened the lug nuts on my driver's side wheel. I don't know when, where, how it happened, right? I can't just blame people and say, oh yeah, it happened here and happened there, because I don't truly know, right? But yesterday when we were driving over the Rogers Pass, I kind of felt like I was going around there's a sharp bend on the Rogers Pass, and I kind of felt like my wrong one. Tried putting this lid onto there. And I felt like when I was taking this really wide, like this really long, it's not like a U, but it's like a pretty drastic corner, I guess you would call it. I kind of felt like my car was sliding. I was like, that's weird. And then not even 2 or 3 minutes later, we stopped because of construction that was kind of happening in the area, and my wheel started to sound weird, and I was looking at the rotor, because I thought the rotor had warped. I went down and checked it out, and the rotor was okay. Everything was okay. Then I got Pavel to drive it forward a little bit. I didn't really hear anything, and at first I thought maybe it was a flat tire, because I don't know, sometimes there's a sensor in it, but it ended up being the lug nuts. Four out of the 5 lug nuts were loosened, and there's like no impossible way that you could they would come unloose on their own, because I got them done at Cal Tire, and they double check the torque before they let your vehicle go. And my vehicle has been serviced a couple times, but the tires have never been serviced. So I just thought it was weird and kind of odd how that happened. So that's another thing we ended up missing yesterday. about an hour-ish away from home. We're in Chilliwack. We had to stop like 5 minutes up the highway again. I need to go stop by Cal Tire and get it properly torqued to specs, because I only have a little tiny like jack stand kit to do like quick repairs on the tires, because the bolts started to come loose again on the highway. So I had to pull over, jack it up, try to tighten it as much as I could with the little tiny wrench that I have, which doesn't do a whole lot of justice, but it still works. Yeah, it's still good. Still did the job, mainly like most of the way from Revelstoke all the way to Chilliwack, which was good. But to be secure, we're going to go to Booster Juice real quickly. I think that's the exit right here. Yeah, we're in Eagle Landing right now. This is the res here. We're gonna go to Eagle Landing. We're going to hit up BJ's, Booster Juice. Gotta get a Booster Juice, and then I think I'm going the wrong way. Oh no, I'm going the right way. We're going to. This used to be a Starbucks. Starbucks closed. We're going to Cal Tire, get the tires torqued, and then we'll head off. And we're basically only like an hour away from home. Like from my home. From my home to our location in an hour. So we're close. We're really close. Home stretch. Home stretch. Well, we finally made it back to Vancouver. Well, Burnaby, British Columbia. I cleaned the majority of the ride out. There's a couple things I gotta pull out. I'm gonna go take this thing for a bath because it's just like completely dirty. And then after I oh, throat's a little dry. After I take it for a bath, I'm gonna go grab some food because I have zero food at my place right now. As you can see, you can probably see out the back window again. I cleared out all the blackout curtains in the back that I had set up, just because I don't really need that anymore now, because I don't have a lot of stuff in the back. I got a pair of shoes and a couple water bottles back there I gotta bring in, and that is about it. We're going to a car wash right by my house, not too far away. Yeah, so I had an amazing summer here in Vancouver. The summer is not over yet because it's 25 degrees today, so that's nice. This weekend is supposed to be a hot one, which is even nicer. Be able to just relax and enjoy the hot weather. I'm home, and yeah, we're back. It's a good trip. Got the wheels torqued at Cal Tire. He told me to bring it to another Cal Tire to check out, and if they're not loosened, yeah, he didn't really say much. I asked him about if someone had loosened them. He didn't really want to comment on that, but I just have a feeling that someone did. Anyway, I'm truly grateful that this ride, Night Runner, made it all the way to Chicago and back to Vancouver in one piece. And it kept me in one piece. And it was only eventful. Well, it was eventful the whole time, but these last 2 days were really eventful, with the tire almost falling off. And then the whole bed bug situation last night. Like, it's just funny how I stayed in that exact same hotel a month ago on a different floor, different room, and then there was no bed bugs, and then you go into another one thinking it'd be safe because you already stayed there, and boom, like that infestation, now that I look at it, had to be there for 6 months or longer. Like how bad it was and how big those bed bugs were and how many there were, it had to be going on for longer than 6 months. So always check your bed. Doesn't matter where you're staying at, check it, because you might end up in a bed like a bedroom I ended up in last night. And yeah, it was like $100 hotel, but I stayed there before and nothing. And the whole place, well, not the whole place, but most of Kamloops was booked up. I think I called 5 hotels before we ended up getting that place. So, and I've notified Booking.com about it. I'm trying to get compensated on that. So we'll see what happens. So thank you for coming along on this trip. We are right here at the car wash now, and we're gonna get the ride washed up. So take care, everyone, and have a great time.